welcome back to my channel. My name is Julian Kelly, and in today's video, I am going to talk a little bit about how I became a pharmaceutical sales rep, why I became a pharmaceutical sales rep, and what was the obstacle in the beginning of my journey. Now, as I mentioned in a previous video that, I became a pharmaceutical sales rep because I had a family member who was in the field and, this was something that I grew to love. So while I was in university, I actually went to NCU where I did my bachelor's in nursing. And at the beginning of my university journey, I had loved nursing, but as it got in depth, I didn't love it anymore. I started liking it. And I was more frustrated with it because I was saying to myself, I don't think this is something that I love. I honestly don't love it. So, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do excellent in this area of career. And to be a nurse, guys, you have to be compassionate. You have to love it. Because if you don't love it, you're going to be miserable. And a lot of times, it is actually the patient who suffer because nurses will take out their miserableness on the patient because the job is very frustrating for them and they don't love it anymore. Because, guys, to be a nurse, you can be very frustrating at times because I was a student nurse. I had like two patients, and guys, I was barely managing. I was struggling. When it was time for me to hand over my patient, I was not finished in doing my work. So it was like, this is not for me. And I started, thinking in my head, what possible job can I, branch off in so I could, make a life. But as the years went by, I was introduced to sales, and I said to myself, as soon as I leave university, I'm just going to go straight into sales. However, in 2016, when I did leave university, I did not started applying for those jobs as yet because I was more busy thinking about trying to pass my RENR. But in 2017, that was when I decided that, I'm going to start job hunting. So, mommy, big up to mommy, yeah, because she was the one who actually buys those Sunday cleaners every single Sunday just so that I could have access to them and, to apply for any sales job that I would have seen. But guys, when I started at first, it was very frustrating because I sent out like five or more job application forms and no one took the bait. And some of these jobs were asking for like 5 year experience, 2 years experience, and guys, I had no experience in any job whatever because this was my first time seeking a job. So I was like, God, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in nursing because nobody not really take the bait. But then the Lord was on my side because in January, the last week in January, I applied for two pharmaceutical sales job and one actually took the bait. Yeah, one of them, they're running pan the application and they say, yeah, me a choose her. So I got the email to say that I am scheduled for an interview. Guys, happier than me you couldn't find because this a novice. No, me know nothing about sales nor nothing. So I go up on the internet and I was like, let me research and see what are the possible questions they will ask in the interview and how should I respond. So guys, I'm going in front of my mirror, I'm a practice. I'm go down in night, I'm a practice. Come I say, oh, me have to dominate this interview here. So when I went to do the interview, guys, I was like nervous because this is my first time doing an interview, and I was like, God, I hope me got some foolishness because after me I practice so much and if you got some foolishness. But guys, the manager, he must have seen that I was very nervous because hey, he calmed me down. And when I was doing the interview, it's like I didn't even remember that I was doing an interview. But one of the things that I was not prepared for in the interview is that I had to do three exams. One was math, one was English, and the other was an IQ. Guys, me never prepared for that. So the maths one, I don't even know what I do on it, but I do something. But after the interview was finished and all, he was saying to me that, you sound very rehearsed in this interview. And I was like, I do. And it was like, yes, it's like you were practicing, man. So I was like, this is my first interview and, I wanted to leave a good impression. So it was like a joke in the interview. But when I came home, I was like, boy, I'm not even well enough because based on the response that I got, and I don't know how I did in the math exam. So I was like, God, I don't know how this is going to work out. But anyways, let us see where it goes. Every day that bitch about it and say, boy, me never do good. But guys, I say when you start doubting yourself and when you have that negative energy that's surrounding you guys, it's not good. It's not good at all. So about 4 days after, I got an email to say that, I was successful and they're asking me to come and do a training. Guys, happier than me, you couldn't find because I was like, bop, 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 bop. Yeah, girl, mash up interview. So, I went and I start my training. This was in February 13, the 13th of February to be specific. Yeah. I started my training. I did training for 2 days where, I tried to get familiar with the drugs because, guys, I knew nothing about the drugs. I knew nothing at all. Me a novice. Me don't know nothing. Me blind to what me going, But, I did the training and I started the job. But one of the requirements for the job was a car, guys. Even though in the interview I told them that yes, I have a car, I did not have a car. I had access to vehicles in my home, but I didn't have a personal car. So, this was the next step for me because I was like, how am I going to get a car and, because this job require a car and they were asking me to get my vehicle documents and so I could get pay for my mileage and all of that. Guys, me not have no car. So me start stress now. So hear me with my enough stuff. I went to the bank and I was like, went to a loan officer and I said to him that, I need to get a loan to buy a car. This is like a week into my job. Because me I say me can't get one car because me I work no. So the guy was like, you will have to have 3 months pay slip so you could get a loan. Disappointed. But during the first 3 months, my dad was the one who actually, will go with me to the different location, especially like in Mobe and Lucy. I normally when I was in Saint Anne, because I had to work Saint Anne as well, guys, I would have to take the bus, and that was very hackling. That was challenging, especially when it was raining. Guys, it was frustrating. Me could not bother. Me feel like give up. There was so many mixed feeling going on there. But I told myself that no, girl, don't give up. You said you wanted this and you are going to get it. You're going to be good at it. So that was like a reminder for me each day. And like every single day of my life, I would definitely like mark off the days to say, okay, month 2 gone, this is month 3 now. And I would like go on the calendar and just mark off the days. But guys, as I as month 3 came and me get my PS slip, I'm ready to go to court loan now to go get my vehicle. When I went back to the guy was like, but you're working based on commission. So I say, yes, I am working on based on commission. So it was like, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Kelly, you will have to get 12 months pay slip. No, this is me sitting down in the man office, like, you said what? And it was like, you have to have 12-month pay slip because you are working based on commission. So at that point, guys, it's like my ears, it's like the door was shut in my ears because I was not hearing anything this man was saying to me. Because I mean, you tell me say at 3 months, you never outlined to me, say, boy, this is the situation. I told you what kind of job I was in. So why didn't you, inform me from then? So it was like, God, how me I gonna manage it now? Because at this point in time, I was under pressure to get the vehicle documents to the people them. And guys, I remember too, at one particular time, they said to me that they wanted my mileage. No, me not have no mileage for sure because me a tech boss and my father really a carry me around. So I was like, what me I gonna do this though, God? God, what me I gonna do? But anyways, me write on mileage and me son go give them. Still they never pay me fees. But anyways, me never mind because me never have no car. Fast forward to a day now when my manager came on the road with me. Guys, when I'm on the road, I do my work. I just get a call. Miss Kelly, where are you working today? So I'm like, I'm working in Sentan. You're this man. Okay, then I am on my way to Sentan and we'll be working together. What? Hey, guys, at this point, remember, I have no vehicle and this man is coming to work with me. Already they were like suspecting that I do have a vehicle. This is me. That day, so boy, the people that come work with me, I'm gonna know how me gonna manage it because me don't have a vehicle and all of that. Guys, my dad literally left my bay and came to St. Anne to bail me out. Luckily enough, when my boss came, we went to a couple stores and when we were going back to the parking lot, because my dad said to me he was in the parking lot. So he was like, where do you park? So I was like, oh, I park over there. So he's like, where's the vehicle? So misses me a point. And I said, oh, there it is over there. So it was like, do you want me to drive with you or do you want to drive with me? So hear me, oh, I'll drive with you. But then, he said to me, so, how is the road? And, he started, asking other questions. And I was like, the road is good. And, I've been, guys, one of the things about the area in which I was working in is that I was getting help from, sales rep who has been in the field for years. So they were like senior sales rep to me. So guys, that made my job a little easier. They were the one who actually, will bring me around and say to me, this is the person who you get your check from, this is the person who you collect your orders from. And they were helping me in the field. It's like those sales rep, they were my mentor. They were the one who were actually training me to become the person I am today. So guys, back to the vehicle where now me have to go wait 12 months and the people them dep on my butt now because them want my documents. So while the guy was there talking to me, my mind went blank out because you're not talking my language, you're not talking what me want to hear, so why I'm supposed to listen to you? Anyway, he mentioned that, if I had someone who could purchase the car for me and, I could repay them, then that could be done as well. So guy, oh me, I got rally back pan because guess what? In my spinal card. So I went back home and, I spoke to my dad about what was happening and he said to me, all right, then let me just, go and sort it out for you. And my dad was the one who actually, got my first vehicle for me. And luckily enough, guys, yes, so when time the devil at work, but God I said no, and I saw it I go, trust me. So the very same day that I got my vehicle was the very same day they said to me I would have a meeting on that. I got my vehicle the Friday and I was calling to the office on Friday to have a meeting. So guys, while I was even at the car mart, I was having trouble getting the car because the bank did not send over the money in time, and I had to be there waiting for them to send over the money. And while I was there, I was like praying. I was saying, God, please make them send over the money because I don't know what this meeting is going to be all about. And because I don't have my vehicle, guys, I was like, God, how me I gonna manage? But the vehicle money came over and I was able to drive out of that car mart. So guys, when I went to the office, the first thing that greeted me was, do you have your car documents with you? Because we need it. Guys, to all me did happy. I just gladly went into my handbag and gave them the paper and said, oh, this is the vehicle documents. And I was sitting in the office while they were talking, and I was like, boy, God, you're good enough, God. You're good enough. Because suppose I didn't have any my document, what would this outcome be? Because one of the things that was happening, guys, like whenever I was called into the office, what I'll do is that I would ask my friend Conroy to rent a vehicle for me in Kingston. Conroy, pick up yourself because boy, you bail me out all the time too. So he will get the vehicle for me, and because I wasn't, guys, I could drive, but I wasn't really a professional driver back then because I did just get license and all of that. So what he will do, he will drive with me, or he will drive beside me and ensure that I reach the office safely. And when it was time to leave the office, he will come and he will do the same thing. So, big up yourself, Conroy. And even when I had the vehicle struggle in trying to find a vehicle for myself, he was the one who actually, took the time off from work, went to the different dealers in Kingston, and, ensured that I was getting a value for my money. So, Conrad, big up yourself. I really appreciate that. I really, really love you for that. Yeah, I really like that. So, guys, this story is just to tell you that no matter what obstacles are in your way, don't give up. Pray and ask God. Yeah, pray to Him and ask God to solve it for you, because the devil will always be there trying to block your mind or do something, guys, to make you think that you cannot achieve this. And don't be afraid to go out there and get the job that you want. Even though they'll say to you that, boy, they want someone with experience, still put in your resume. Still do it, because you might just be lucky to get that job. And as I said before, what is yours, it is yours, and there's nobody else. And if you have persons who will be telling you that, boy, it make no sense to do it because you're not gonna get it because you're not qualified and all. Guys, trust me, there are a lot of persons out there in various jobs in which they are not qualified for the job, but they still get the job. So what are you waiting on to go and seek your job that you need? So guys, please remember to like my video, subscribe, and also comment and tell a friend, tell another friend, so they too can like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Because guys, we have a lot in store. Well, I have a lot in store to share with you guys. And for those who might be new to my channel or just watching this video, thank you for watching my video, because I know you guys are busy, and thank you. I just want to say thank you very much for just tuning in and just watching my video. Thank you. Peace. I'm out.